guys.
We got a question from Christoph on Twitter. Christoph, who linked an article on 9gag called 25 Weird Things About Japan That'll Make You Say, but why? And asked us if it's true. So we're gonna go through these things with you and let you know if they are in fact true. Melons are seriously expensive.
We have cheap ones too, so...
Fruit's really expensive here.
Yeah.
But it's really good. You might spend extra on strawberries, but they're always going to be good strawberries, and none of the like completely watered down no flavor strawberries you might get sometimes in America. How much does a melon actually cost?
It really depends on, but the cheap one would be around 10 bucks to 20.
Japan loves coffee! Japan imports approximately 85% of Jamaica's annual coffee production.
Actually, I don't know, but it sounds like it's true. And I like coffee. Who doesn't like coffee?
The fact is that everyone loves coffee. I would, in fact, import 85% of Jamaica's coffee production myself because that's how much coffee I need to survive. Japan's literacy rate is almost 100%.
Shikijiritsu, yeah.
Is that true?
I think it's close to 100%.
Is that like something common that Japanese people know? They're like, yeah, come visit us in Japan. Our literacy rate is 100%.
I don't know how I know.
I have no idea what
I think I learned it in school. Okay.
Part 2. Japanese are incredibly disciplined and devoted to education.
Are we? I don't know.
Is your education super important to you? Are kids like,
some people are really like that, but I wasn't.
I don't think it's that they're like devoted to education. I think it's the way the system is set up here. You have to study a lot because you have to compete with other students to get into high school, and then you have to compete to get into a good university. Mm-hmm. And to some people, a good university like makes or breaks your entire life. So it's not that like Japanese kids are like, I really care about my education.
I think majority of us go to school and study kind of hard because we had to.
Yeah, I think they just have to. You have to wear special shoes in the bathroom. If you go to someone's house, they might have bathroom slippers.
Slippers. We actually do have these slippers no one actually uses. My parents have one of these too and never use it.
Like, you'll go to places that have them. You do not have to use the bathroom slippers. Part 2. Many Japanese bathrooms don't have a separate area for the shower, meaning the floor is often wet.
Floors? Yeah? Isn't it? What's weird about it?
Okay, so if you come to Japan, the first time you're here, you're probably going to be in a cheap little apartment because you're studying abroad or you're an English teacher or something, which means that your toilet, shower, and sink may all be in the same room. And you may be like, oh, well, isn't that normal? That's what we do in America. We do that in America, but in Japan, you shower outside of the bathtub. So the floor of the room with the bathtub is supposed to get wet because that's where you shower, and then the actual bathtub itself is for clean bodies to soak in a tub and just relax like a hot tub. So if you live in a cheap apartment where they can't afford the space to separate the toilet and the sink from that room, then everything might get wet. But otherwise, in normal houses and halfway decent sized apartments, like our apartment is small, but we still have a separate toilet room. That's how it normally is. Our sink is in a separate room as well, and the bathroom is just a room by itself with the bathtub and the shower outside of the bathtub, and the whole thing is supposed to get wet.
Yeah, it's meant to be wet.
Young Japanese are increasingly interested in uneven or snaggle teeth known as yaiba.
Okay, from the first place, yaiba is not uneven teeth. It's this specific, what was it called? Canine?
It's your canine.
Yeah.
It's only the canine teeth.
Canine teeth.
Yeah. There's the misconception that Japanese people think crooked teeth are cute, but it's not. Like, you can't go to Japan with like super messed up teeth and people will be like, kawaii! It's just your canines.
Yeah.
Just the little fang teeth. If those stick out, then that can be considered cute. If you watch anime and you see the characters who have like the little fangs, they're not fangs, that's yaiba, by the way. The more you know. Slurping is a good thing in Japan. It means the food is delicious and it's a compliment to the chef.
I wouldn't say it's a good thing, we just do it because that's how we grew up with. And compliment to the chef? I don't know, I've never even heard of it. I don't think we slurp to show our like appreciation to the chef when we eat. We just eat it like that.
So slurping noodles is something that just, it's never been negative in Japan. So there's
some people say they slurp because it tastes better.
There's no issue with slurping noodles, so no one tries to stop themselves. So a lot of people do it just because that's tradition, right?
Yeah.
Some people do it because they say it aerates the noodles and like broth in your mouth.
Just like wine tasting.
Like wine tasting, so it tastes better, so they say you should. And you're supposed to eat noodles like ramen right away when you get it, when it's still hot, before the noodles become soggy, because apparently that's bad. So if you're trying to eat super hot ramen, you kind of can't help but slurp it a little bit. So those are the reasons why they slurp. It's not a compliment to the chef. I don't know why this is so widespread. I've looked this up in Japanese. June has looked this up in Japanese before. There's nothing on the Japanese side of the internet where any Japanese person has ever said it's a compliment to the chef. The only thing you will find if you look it up in Japanese is Japanese people responding to foreigners saying it's a compliment to the chef, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, no, it's not.
If I want to say it's good, I just said it's good to the chef. And that's how I always do. It was 美味しかったです. That's what I just say.
ごちそうさまでした.
ごちそうさま美味しかったです.
KFC is the Christmas food of choice.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Is it the Christmas food of choice?
It is. Like, around Christmas season, when you turn on the TV, you see the KFC advertisement like all the time.
It's a thing.
It is.
Sticking your finger in someone's butt is a pretty normal thing to do. It's called kancho. And kids do it on the playground. Have you ever been kanchoed, June?
I actually have, and it's freaking painful. Please don't do it. Please, people don't.
The term karaoke or karaoke means empty orchestra.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Cuddle cafes are a thing.
What? What cafe?
Soineya. Did you guys know we have cuddle cafes in America too?
Really?
Look it up on the internet. It's not like people say this about Japan so they can be like, Japan's so weird. Look what's normal over there. This is not normal. It's just a thing you can find, and you can find it in America too. Have you ever heard of anyone even mentioning cuddle cafe?
I've never
Soineya.
even heard of the word soineya. I didn't even know that existed.
There are no janitors in Japan schools. Instead, the kids clean up after themselves.
I'm sure some schools have janitors and students don't have to clean themselves, but when I was in school, I had to. Elementary school, junior high school, I have to.
Do you have to clean everything? Are there like no janitors to do any of it?
I did have janitors, but they clean like a specific places that
okay.
students don't do. Normally, the way you clean changes depending on the week.
It's like a rotation.
Rotation. I hated cleaning bathroom and toilets. That's the worst spot.
So you really have to clean. Like, what if there's like a massive mess? What about like people throw up in the bathrooms or like diarrhea, like all over the place?
You don't have to explain what I did, okay? Let's just go to the next one.
Japanese women used to dye their teeth black.
Ohaguro? Yeah, it's a
White
thing.
teeth were considered ugly.
I don't know white teeth used to be considered ugly, but ohaguro, the black teeth, used to be a thing.
Okay. Falling asleep at work is a good thing. It means that you are working hard, long hours, because sometimes people work for 19 hours a day. And so it's encouraged for you to nap on the job.
Maybe we should just sleep then. No. If your boss sees you sleep, no, you'll get in trouble.
The boss doesn't come around and be like, hey, Tanaka, take a nap, you look tired.
Maybe some bosses might do, depending.
Sounds like a nice boss.
Yeah. I would love this
I want
boss.
that boss. Blackface is a trend in Japan,
Blackface?
but it's not offensive. It's called ganguro, and it was makeup.
Kind of died out a long time ago, didn't they?
So ganguro both started and ended in the 90s. This
It was
is
90s?
no longer a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you can still find people who do it every now and then, but it's not common.
I've seen
like,
who get tan really like
Yeah.
tan and brown, yes.
Yeah.
But
so it's called like ganguro means blackface, but it's not black. It's like a dark orange. It's like a tan, like
Yeah.
a fake tan. It's like a Donald Trump tan, but yeah, it's not really around anymore. Love hotels are popular here.
yes, they're very popular.
Yeah, they
it's
are.
all over Japan.
Okay, there is a sad truth about Japan. If you're driving down the street and you see something that looks super awesome and amazing, like you see a castle or you see something with all these lights, and you're like, that looks like the most amazing place in the world, I want to go there. It's either pachinko or a love hotel. It's like, it's the most disappointing thing ever.
And she's not even exaggerating.
They have
and
castles.
they don't look Japanese castle.
It looks so amazing. I just want to go into a castle. Why does
Yeah.
it have to be a love
It looks
hotel?
really magical.
They are really popular, and I think it's because a lot of people don't move out of their family's house until they get married, and like the walls are really thin at a lot of houses here, and you can hear everything. No one's bringing like their girlfriend back home to their house with their parents, so you have to go to a love hotel. Learning to prepare fugu is serious business. It takes 11 years of training to become a fugu chef.
the blowfish. I don't know if it'll take 11 years to become chef, but it is a serious matter because unless you serve it properly, then you can kill people.
I know this because of The Simpsons. Jun told me before at some restaurants, if you want to become a chef, you have to do a lot of other duties first. So like you spend years washing rice.
Yeah, that's
or
really
washing
common
dishes
for
first.
like sushi restaurants.
So like if you want to train, like you have to prove yourself. And he's like, first, wash this rice for 5 years.
I mean, they don't tell you that. But
Can you buy fugu yourself?
I think so. Or you can fish and just cook it yourself if you want to.
You don't have to study for 11 years to,
I mean,
to catch fugu yourself.
11
Like,
years?
just cook it yourself.
No.
Japan has a big naked festival called Hadaka Matsuri.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
over.
Actually, yeah, they have a bunch of them. They're all different.
We actually even made a video about this too.
Yeah, we do. Actually, I really like the one that we have. The story's kind of cool. There's a suicide forest called Aokigahara.
I think that's true. I've never been there, but I've heard of it.
Many Japanese men refuse to leave their rooms. It's called hikikomori.
Many Japanese men. I don't know exactly how many there are.
But yeah, I mean, in America, the image of people who don't leave their houses is like someone who's agoraphobic, so they have an actual phobia of being outside. I think this is more about people who are kind of like depressed and like they just don't want to deal with life,
Okay.
which is kind of easy these days with like video games and like ordering food. I could totally see myself being a hikikomori if I wasn't afraid of death and trying to get the most out of my life as possible. I would totally just sit in my room and play video games and never leave it ever. You can sleep in a capsule hotel.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah. Raw horse meat called wasashi is popular and a delicacy.
You can definitely eat raw horse meat in Japan, especially like izakaya.
It's a thing.
So it's
It's
just
food. You can get
one
it
of the
here.
options.
Yeah. The world's most expensive tuna fish was auctioned at Tsukiji for $735,000.
Very expensive, huh?
Jun, chef, sensei,
Okay.
Jun sensei.
Hi.
What makes a tuna fish worth $735,000?
I think it's just like a way of advertise the restaurant who bought this tuna. Like we paid this much for this tuna. Come to the restaurant, I guess. It's definitely overpriced.
Would you go to a restaurant if they were like, come try this tuna fish? It's worth $735,000. Would you go there?
I might. I don't know.
Maybe I would. Maybe that's good advertisement. maybe it works. Japan is an island full of rabbits called Okunoshima.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
They have the world's shortest escalator. It's only 5 steps.
Why is that weird?
I don't know if
Isn't it helpful? Like
I mean-
especially if you have a giant luggage.
I don't know if like that is the shortest one. Yeah, they do have a lot of small escalators, but it's not weird. It's because if you're traveling in Japan and you're dragging giant luggage around the train stations, you want the freaking escalator. Trust me, I would totally take this 5-step escalator. It's worth it. Japan has the oldest company in the world. It's called Kongo Gumi and was founded in 578 AD.
Is that the construction company?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I know that because I looked it up before we filmed this video.
Is that weird though?
Yeah, okay, so this article was called 25 Weird Things About Japan. But that's because it's clickbait. And that's how you have to title articles these days if you want people to click on them. Which is also the title of this video.
Thank you for clicking this video.
Is that clickbait then? If we're responding to this, does that mean that our video is clickbait now?
Well, we are answering the question, so originally...
Okay, well anyway,
I hope you answered the question.
yeah, if you guys have any more questions for us, ask us on Twitter, #AskRNJ.
Yep.
We're gonna make some Q&A videos. Thanks for watching. See you later.
Bye.